Yeah. And so to dig into that a little deeper, like, so you know Mark Andreessen.
Mm-hmm. Love that
Brilliant
dude.
guy.
I love that dude.
I mean, he's super. Yeah, he's one of the most legendary tech investors of all time.
He's so smart.
And he's so smart. And so he owns, I don't know what percentage of Substack, but Andreessen Horowitz is one of Substack's primary funders.
Okay.
And Andreessen Horowitz also put hundreds of millions into the Twitter deal. So there's an Elon and Andreessen are probably super tight. And so what's happening in another tweet, someone had said, you should buy Substack. And Elon responded, yeah, maybe I will. And this was like 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. And so they've been pursuing, it seems as though they've been in negotiation for Twitter to actually buy Substack. I mean, Elon said it. And he's also super tight with Mark Andreessen. And so probably Substack thinks it has a certain valuation. Elon wants to get it for less and was trying to say, listen, you are reliant on us.
Right. We're helping you grow, and then I'm thinking about buying you.
And I'm thinking about buying you.
It's costing me more money the more time that you're doing this.
So what I'm going to do is cut off your API access and show you who's daddy.
Ooh. Right.
So, I mean, who knows? Because I don't think that...
Just speculation.
I don't think that he was out this to censor. And unfortunately, Elon has successfully enraged both mainstream and now independent journalists, which is not... I don't think he intended for that to happen, but that's what happened. I mean, all the Substack journal, that's one of the best places for independent journalism.
Yeah.
And now they're all pissed because, there was a period of time where their businesses were screwed up.
Well, not only that, it was the very people that were using Twitter to put out these Twitter pages. So there were all the emails that showed the collusion between the intelligence agencies and the former heads of Twitter. This was the same guys, and they were publishing this.
Yeah, and they all thought they were friends.
Yeah. Well, as soon as the money got involved, that's where things get weird, right?
Yeah, and so I think it kind of is a corporate negotiation byproduct. It seems like that's kind of what happened, because I don't think that he intentionally wants to hurt those
What
guys.
I like about Elon is he will change course. If people respond in a negative way, they don't like it, they get upset, he's like, okay, we won't do that. And he's publicly said that he would do that, and I like that he does do that. He's flexible in that regard, and he's not completely dogmatic about these ideas.
Yeah, he's doing it live.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is, which is kind of interesting. And it's also part of the fun of the chaos of Twitter under him. Mm-hmm. That you've got this one incredibly intelligent, super eccentric guy who happens to be one of the richest people on the earth. And he decided to take over and he did it very specifically because he thinks it's a threat to democracy, that having this censorship and having this control over the access to information and the narrative, which is what previously you were getting. And it's like, we see it with YouTube. We see it with these other social media networks where someone has a problematic opinion, they get shadow banned and ghosted, and their algorithm gets fucked up. Their access to new subscribers gets fucked up, and there's real world consequences. There's also demonetization, right? YouTube's got this really sneaky thing that they do where they just demonetize things, and so you self-censor because you don't want to get demonetized. And that's not good for anybody.
It is an existential threat having social media platforms censored. I mean, that is how humanity is educating itself.
Right,
so,
but it's also a new thing, right? Because these things didn't exist 2 decades ago. So now all of a sudden we have this new platform that really should be considered like a utility. And I think your access to it should really be just like your access to the internet. Mm-hmm. Like if we just decided that someone was problematic and you can't have the internet anymore, holy shit, that would freak people the fuck out. Well, it should freak you the fuck out if you don't have access to YouTube. It should freak you out because that is the primary way where people share video and post video and post their opinions on things.
Yeah, it gets hairy too because Twitter's still playing this game with other countries, which we've basically said, and actually we're dealing with this right now. I'll just call them out. Germany has this horrible piece of legislation called the Network Enforcement Act, which is similar to the California thing I was mentioning. And, you know, they want you to take down stuff at their request. And we're just not going to do that. So we've made that decision.
Twitter is doing that for
Twitter's
Germany?
doing that. Yeah, Twitter. And
So
they're also
Germany-
doing it with India.
Really?
Yeah.
So